What's up, everyone? Victoria here at PopCulture.com, joined in studio by social media sensation and comedian, John Crist.
That's what, of all the research you did, that's what you decided.
That's the best I could come up with.
That's the intro? Social media sensation?
What would you prefer?
That could be anybody.
What would you prefer?
A social media sensation.
Influencer?
Like no, that's the worst.
Comedian?
Influencer, that's also tough too.
I can't put comedian twice, like back to back like that.
No, because, a comic and a comedian is different.
Okay.
So like I have a live stage show. That's a stand-up comedy show.
Yes.
But you would consider yourself a comedian.
Oh, so you're...
Well, let's say a guy that makes funny videos on the internet is a comedian, but he's not a comic. Are you serious? This is a very serious issue
we
have
gosh, I'm
within
learning
the community that you didn't know about. So it's disrespectful.
Why didn't Chris tell me about that ever?
He's a stand-up. He's a stand-up comedian. Yeah.
Get on it.
So, yeah.
Okay, listen. You are so popular on social media. You've got like 1 million and counting followers. Did you ever expect to get that big on social media?
You know what? It's no. I didn't. I never really made videos to get cool on the internet.
Yeah.
I just make the videos that I like to make.
Yeah.
So like my buddy asked me the other day, would you ever delete a video if it didn't go big enough, like it didn't get viral? Do you delete it? I go, no, because that's just assuming that I made it for that. Y'all. And I didn't. Like my biggest video ever was like a honest character at Disney or honest parent at Disney.
God. Oh, I know. We're gonna talk about that. I can't wait.
Well, I literally flew down there and like all day, like in the park, like with the camera, like walking around. And then if it never would have released, I still had a blast.
Yeah.
Because I just enjoy making stuff.
Do you ever get recognized when you're making these videos?
All the time. Yeah.
Like, do you have to like stop making it because someone comes up?
Yeah,
oh my gosh, John!
Yeah. I'm trying to like make one right now.
You're like, please don't just
like
wait for
in like
it to
a
come
cocky
out.
way. Yeah. Get away from me now. Well, now I have like security that like keeps people away. I'm just kidding.
Okay, you got a nice bodyguard.
Absolutely not.
You didn't come with your bodyguards.
No,
today,
I did. Okay? I did not come with any. It's like they like sometimes they see you and they normally like, well, when they see you making one, they're like, oh, you must be that guy. But some people like they see me in the airport, they're like how do I know that guy? Yeah. They're like, is this like my cousin or like I've seen this guy's face, but it's not like Tom Hanks or like Kevin Hart. You're like, oh, I know them from. They're like, yes, because the internet fame is different than like my girlfriend is television famous.
Yes.
And that's different than internet. Television famous is like people see her and they start crying.
Yes.
They're like they see me like, what's up, dude? Check your heart. I'm like, dude, show me some respect. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. I like when people come and say hi.
So how do you decide what you're going to cover video-wise? You cover an array of topics.
I mean, whatever. These are all things that are like
in your head.
Yeah, that I actually am like think that I'm like. Normal people, they have like they're angry at something or a certain issue, they confront it, maybe talk to a therapist, work out their issues, be honest. Not me. I just like to, keep it all in until it bubbles up, and then I get angry enough, and then I make a video.
And you get lots of followers.
It's like therapy, I always make a lot of videos about like millennials, about how they're like entitled and they don't have jobs and all this stuff, because it came from like a real. I used to have a roommate that would like didn't have a job, and he would like he was supported by his parents, and he would like wake up at like noon,
whenever,
and it just drove it. They're jokes, but they're not jokes. They come from real like I saw
places in your head.
The Disney. I saw like a commercial for Disneyland.
Yeah.
And it was like, the kid was like hugging the mom, like licking an ice cream cone, like Minnie Mouse was walking by, like the fireworks were going off, and they were like, the dad was like I was like, I've been with my parents and it's not like that. So it's like, you're lying, this commercial is deceptive. It's, so I go,
let's show the truth.
I can't live with it. I can't, and I just can't let that go. So I have to like expose like the real thing.
Express yourself via Instagram.
So,
okay. So, all right. I feel like you walk a thin line, but you do it so well. How did you choose, I should ask, why did you choose the church as like kind of your niche for comedy?
Oh man.
Because I feel like there's so many ways that you could go wrong with that, but you do it in a respectful manner.
Okay, well, I would. somebody told me one time, if you're gonna be a great, like a transcendent comedian,
Yeah.
you got to write what you know about. So like, if you were gonna, somebody told me like, hey, John, write a joke about like, where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
Born in Florida, raised here.
All right, so say like, joke about like like a different like geography of like Florida and like where like the hillbillies live, where like the rich people live. You at least in your city, you know, right? You know, if you're from this high school, you're probably I don't know that, right? So the best person to make that joke would be you.
I get it.
So like, I know, like I grew up in church. My dad's a pastor. I was homeschooled. I went to Christian college. I was
First job at Chick-fil-A.
Not gonna brag about it.
Oh my God.
Got fired, but so these are all the things that I like know about in depthly, and I know about sports, and I like to talk about sports some, and I like to talk about. There's a pretty similar issues that I like to.
Wait, you got fired from Chick-fil-A. What did you do?
I tried to stir the lemonade with my hand.
You tried stirring the lemonade with your hand.
So if you
they have some good lemonade.
Yeah. Well,
if you could just bring some next time, that'd be great.
Well, they make them in a huge 5-gallon like thing. So I got there. I was like 15. They were like, John, go get the lemonade.
First job, don't care.
And I got like the lemon juice, the water, the sugar, and I was like, everyone's like, we need refills now. Like there was people at the front like waiting.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I couldn't find like the bit, and I was like. And then the guy came around. No, yeah.
He was like, you gotta throw that away
like,
and
hey.
leave.
Well, they didn't like fire me, but like I just didn't show up on the schedule anymore. So I was like, hey, how come I don't like? I was like, maybe the store's closed down. I tried, but I was like, it looks like it's still open.
Do you still support Chick-fil-A?
No, I hate them. No, of course I love it. Yeah.
Of course you love Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Okay, so your current tour that you're on right now is Immature Thoughts. Where did you come up with that name?
Well, it seems like all
fitting.
Okay, disrespectful. It seems like all the thoughts that I have, I'm like, is this like terrible to think? If you ever watch any of my Instagram stories, like, hey, come on, like, let's be honest. And everyone else is like, thank you. So like, especially like a lot of Christians, for whatever reason, are like, we think the same honest thought. We're humans. We all live. Like you see, like.
We all have immature thoughts at one point in time.
Yeah, no, at all times. Get out of here. Yeah, and you're like, come on. Like you see someone like with a lunch with like here, and they're eating like a kale salad.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I love this. It's like so good, like keto, Whole30. You're like, come on. I know you want to be like eating a Big Mac. Yeah. You might not be, but be honest with yourself. Yeah. And like all the social media is like. Just like woke up like this. I'm like, no,
you absolutely did
not wake up like that. So like, but everybody lives under the same social construct. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, like the joke about like, you ever been like driving down the road being like a good person, and then you see the cyclist, you're like, I wonder if I just like, like, you don't want to kill him, and just like, I wonder everybody has thought that, and I feel like I, for whatever, I verbalize it, and everybody's like. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like that's the
That's what I'm saying. You go about things in the greatest way. I mean,
but sometimes I cross the line, and then some people get mad. What do you tell? What is our message to them? They need to chill out.
You can't be. No, I'm here to ask the questions, John. We don't turn this around.
All right. Well, if it crosses the line, you just text me. Like, hey, John. Okay. Like, I love you, but like, you know. Too far.
Okay.
Probably because it's about something that's offensive to you. Like, I can roast everyone else, but when it comes after something that's personal to you, you're like, you know what? I don't even like him anymore. I don't even think
unfollow.
I don't even think he's funny. Okay. No, I mute you first, and then I give you some time. Like if I was mad at something that you did, then I would just mute you. I wouldn't unfollow you directly.
Oh. You can mute someone on Instagram?
What?
Whole nother discussion.
You didn't know that?
That's a whole nother discussion.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely meet someone.
Trey Kennedy.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought you guys were like the same person.
Yeah.
You're not.
No, we're not the same person.
How did you link up? Were you like, did you like slide in DMs? You're like, hey, everyone thinks.
It's funny that he gets mad every time I say this, but it's a true story. I was like, so you watch other people's content online. You're like, oh, this guy seems like he's similar to me, and not necessarily in content, maybe in like values, and like, all right, he's not like swearing, he's not talking derogatory about. Yeah. I'm guessing he's probably on the same, and he like, so, and he was the same. I thought he was hilarious. I reached out to him several times to be like, hey, dude, we should like, it's typical like stupid Instagram. We should collab, like it's real dumb. It's real dumb when you don't have any ideas to like other people that with a lot of followers. They were just like, they just want your followers. They're like, hey, we should do a thing. Like, okay. But we think each other very funny. I reached out to him several times. He never responded.
What?
And then my sister, who is like young and cute.
Oh, that's what it took. That's what it. Now I see why he hates
She
this
was
story.
like, let me see if I can like, cause she manages me, my little sister. She's like helps me. She's like, well, let me see if I can like. I was like, I can't get in touch with him, and she like reached out to her like 3 minutes later. Hey, what's up? 3 minutes later.
Shut up.
We still make fun of him today for it.
Oh my gosh. And now you guys are like the best
But here we are. We're like great buddies. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Your Nashville video, everyone loves. It was
the one.
great.
That's
It says
the one.
every stereotype in Nashville.
Yeah. You haven't been a part of several of those, I'm sure.
I mean, I do a couple of touristy things around the city, just for like fun, because it's like, I mean, I've never been on a pedal tavern. I will not do one of those.
Don't
But I did
lie
one
to
of the-
yourself. You might.
I did one of the buses.
What is this?
The buses.
Oh, that's just,
Where you
were
go and
flying.
dance on the
I was like,
bus.
what are you doing with it?
I did do one of those, but that's
What,
one.
like the? Like
I haven't done the murals yet.
Like the booze buzz or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I haven't done the murals yet.
You'll get there.
We're
Wait, what
getting
about how long have you lived here?
You can't ask me questions.
That's
We're here
one
for after
question.
this. Like,
all right, well let me just okay.
the majority of my life.
Okay, well I just moved here.
Okay.
Like I've been here like a year and a half, 2 years. I still am obsessed with Broadway.
Oh,
I love it.
Oh, no,
I love it.
no.
It's unbelievable. It's so fun.
Oh no, it's not.
It's amazing. Don't look at them and tell them what they can and can't like.
It's
I
great.
love it.
Come to Nashville.
Listen
Visit
to me.
Nashville. It's
I love
fabulous.
it. It's amazing.
But as
Go
a
to Broadway.
native,
It's incredible.
As a native,
That's incredible.
it's a little bit
There's
much.
like everything you could
it's
want
aggressive.
at one spot.
So if you come to Nashville, you might see
I'll
John
be
Crist
there.
on the streets of Broadway.
I'm usually gone on the weekends working, but if I'm home, I'm always trying to go to Broadway. And everybody's like, what is wrong with you? I was like, let's go to Aldean's.
Oh
They're
my
like,
God.
no.
He talks about stereotypical things to do in Nashville, and then he partakes in it.
I'm here for Aldean's. Yeah.
Okay, all right. You've shared the stage with quite a few big name comedians. Mm-hmm. Did I say that right?
You got that right. Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who have you shared the stage with that you're just like, whoa, I'm here with them?
Man. Okay, well, the first time ever was, see, it's difficult because share the stage with makes it seem like you like tour with them. Mm-hmm. Like we've been on the same shows together.
Okay.
It's like a musician, they would like, sometimes you don't even like meet the person backstage. Like, but when I hosted, the reason why Dave Chappelle, I would say, was the best, but only because I was so young. I was like,
How old were you?
I was into comedy, like, I'm 35. I was probably into comedy like 2 years. I was hosting open mic night at like my local club in Colorado. And there's amazing like legendary comedy club there called Comedy Works that all the pros like to come in. And so when Dave Chappelle's doing a show, it's gonna cost you $100 and you're gonna be seated and you have a drink and you're gonna be dressed up. When he drops in on a show, it's less pressure.
Yeah.
Because you're not expecting him to be there. So it's like, oh, Dave Chappelle's just the bar is lowered, so you're not demanding polished jokes. So I was just doing open mic night, just introducing open micers, and the boss came to me and she was like, hey, like, Dave Chappelle's here. Or he wasn't here, he wasn't at the club yet. But he's like, he wants to stop by and like do.
Did you just get so nervous?
I was like Chappelle show, I like worship the Chappelle show.
Yeah.
Oh God, okay, and so.
Don't freak out.
So the show completed, so they were like, when the show's done, you just go up on stage and just do jokes until they're gonna give me a flashlight in the back and say, hey, he's here. So introduce him.
Gotcha.
So I get up on stage and I don't have that many jokes. I'm a very young comedian. I'm like, okay, so like what's the deal with like texting and driving? Like I was very young and I was just doing jokes and I was so nervous because I don't have that many more jokes. And I was scared he was gonna see me like bombing on stage and he was gonna be like, this is the worst comedian ever. But I was doing good.
Yeah.
And then I got the light and I was like, oh man. And I still had not laid eyes on, I didn't know. This is the first time I ever saw him in person. I was like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a surprise guest. And these are like comedy fans. And I was like, I don't really know how else to say this, but like, Dave Chappelle is here. Ooh. And everybody just lost their minds. And everybody's like, and he walked out on stage. He was like, what up? And I was like, what up? And then I like
Best
dapped him
friend.
up. Like we knew each other. Like, what's up, dude? And they was like, you guys are like buddies? I was like,
Yeah.
no. But like, I guess today
I
we
mean,
are.
today we are.
And that changed my life. Cause then I was like, then I went back to open mic night. And I was like, guys, I can't even talk to y'all anymore. Like, I'm rolling with Chappelle.
I'm too big now.
See ya, guys.
Sorry.
I'm out of here. Yeah.
Okay, so I was watching an Instagram story and your girlfriend, Lauren, who is just so beautiful, by the way, she was saying, guys, if he does this on stage, that was for me.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
it makes
yeah,
me think,
yeah.
how many times have you used a joke that she said on stage?
Constantly. Well,
Really?
okay. First of all, she gives me like a funny idea.
Okay.
But everybody gives me funny ideas. Like I walk into this like building and I'm like, oh, the visitor parking spots are here. And I said, that's like a funny, I get inspired by everything. I'm just with her a lot.
Yeah.
So she says, she's like, I'm turning like 25 on my birthday. I'm like, yeah, when else would you turn 25? She just says like stuff that isn't really like, I was like, but I'm like, she thinks she's like, I wrote that joke. She didn't write any jokes for me. But she like leads
Helps
me
inspire.
down like a road that like inspires them. Like,
right.
do you know what, you're a white girl in Nashville. You know what the Enneagram is? It's like this like personality test that you like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are like obsessed
I was like,
with
I've
it.
heard of that, but.
Yeah, it's like, it's stupid.
Yeah.
But people are like obsessed with it. Like, I'm a 4. This means I do this. I'm a 3. It makes so much sense anymore. So she does it. She learns that she's a 2 on the Enneagram. And then she's like reading this article that like what Bible characters are what numbers. She's like, John, I'm a 2. You know what? You know who else was a 2? Jesus. I'm like, oh, okay.
So now, she and Jesus are pals.
I'm sure you are. She's like, help her, like put others in front of herself. I'm like, Jesus. I was like, what am I? She's like, Satan. I was like, well, that seems like fair. Selfish. I was like, okay, well, I don't think so. But anyway, I told
Okay, so just to know, she does inspire some of your jokes. So.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she would like to say all of them. But I do. My Netflix special is coming out in the fall, and I do a joke that is directly from her.
I was about to say, my last question for you is, what is next for you?
Well, our Netflix special is coming out in I think Thanksgiving.
You think Thanksgiving?
Well,
on
I'm not
Thanksgiving
allowed to
or
say
around
it.
that area?
No, I haven't said it yet to anyone, so this is exclusive.
Is this an exclusive? John, are you giving
exclusive pop culture with a period at the end?
Oh my gosh, this is an exclusive. You just made my day. I mean, you made my day by being here, but like that makes my day even more.
I don't think I've said it to anyone. Yeah. But it is happening.
Watch him be like, no, I did. I just forgot.
Yeah, or they're like, oh, you announced it too early.
Okay, so Netflix special. Can you announce the name? Anything else?
Yeah, it's called I Ain't Praying for That.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're being serious right now? I'm gonna write that in an article. I'm so mad
That's-
if it's not true.
No, it's definitely called that. It's definitely because, and it's very. I think this is why they said Thanksgiving is because it's my comedy's like it's like family friendly.
Okay.
So it's like so it's like. Whenever we go home for the holidays, we would always watch stand-up, but we couldn't watch certain stand-up because it was like with my grandpa and my nieces and nephews. But like John Crist comedy,
Family friendly.
which although that's going to turn anyone off because comedy that's family friendly sounds terrible, right?
No, it's not. But people love you for that,
I
though.
do clean comedy, and anytime someone's like, "It's a clean," I'm like, "Oh, it's going to be horrible."
No.
It has a stigma, though. You would not me. I'm just saying you would agree that you're like.
I know what
if someone's like, "Hey, let's go to a clean comedy show," you'd be like, "No."
But there are some people that just get too dirty with it, and I personally do not enjoy that because it's like, okay, it's just there's a line. Come on, dude. Okay.
Much, yeah.
All right. So you heard it here, everyone. Pop culture exclusive. John Crist has a Netflix special.
This whole time. Across the line.
John, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be
in
here.
Studio.
We're back. When am I coming back?
We'll set that up after this
Oh
interview.
yeah, it depends on how this one gets viewed.
Yes,
Yeah, got it.
absolutely.
All right, sounds good.
All right, for more on John Crist, go follow him on Instagram, but also go to popculture.com.